Are you ready for a shock? The last time a shift like this happened, ordinary people who paid attention walked away as millionaires while their friends kept laughing. Today you are standing in the same doorway, and if you close it now, you may never open it again. But if you open it, it will be one of the greatest opportunities of your life, or the greatest. And stay until the end to see a step-by-step strategy on how to seize this opportunity. Think back to the early days of the internet. Most households treated it like a toy. Newspapers joked that putting a credit card online was madness. While the crowd joked, the few who saw further built Amazon, eBay and Google from spare bedrooms. The pattern is repeating, but this time the engine is artificial intelligence. AI is not hype, it is history rhyming, and history rewards the listener who acts first. Let me make this so simple that even a 10-year-old can picture it. Imagine AI as a recipe book. Today you can ask the book, "How do I mix the best guacamole?" And it will list the steps. Nice, but basic. The next chapter is called AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. AGI will not just tell you the recipe, it will buy the avocados, hire a chef, rent the food truck, and sell the product while you watch. That jump from advice to action is where fortunes explode. You may wonder, isn't that science fiction? The leaders of every giant tech firm are pouring oceans of cash into making it real. They say so in public, because winning that race means owning the new electricity. Yet most people still scroll funny videos, unaware that the ground under their feet is cracking. Do not be one of them. If you really must scroll through videos, do it with the ones in my free Telegram community, with the link in the description. At least they also give you some value and help you understand how to start a successful business with YouTube. Picture the opportunity like an onion with 4 layers, and the third is the one where you will cry the most. Peel the first layer and you see the obvious. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only, and any results depend on your own decisions and actions. The companies designing AI software. These names flash across headlines, so the masses chase them, after the price already runs up. There is money there, sure, but the smarter play is to keep peeling. Layer 2 is the muscle behind the mind. Advanced chips. A regular computer chip is like a single lane road. A quantum chip, which leading firms are racing to release, is a highway the width of a continent. Solving in seconds what once took years means more data. Faster answers, bigger breakthroughs. Whoever dominates this layer sells the shovels in the new gold rush. Layer 3 is the warehouse for that data. Every question you ask an AI is stored somewhere real, inside a warehouse filled with servers called a data center. Each new advancement doubles the flood of information, which doubles the need for steel, concrete, fiber cables, and backup power. Companies that build or lease these silent fortresses enjoy rent checks no matter which AI software wins. Now peel deeper. Those servers run hot, and heat is the enemy of data. Cooling systems, often more expensive than the building itself, must keep rooms as chilly as a mountain cave. Engineers invent liquid cooling, subsea pipes, even plans for centres on the moon, all to tame the temperature. Investing in firms that master efficient cooling is like owning the only well in a desert town. But the onion is not finished. Energy providers that feed these centres need steady, clean power. Solar farms, micronuclear plants and battery arrays are being built beside server parks. Utility companies that lock long contracts with data landlords enjoy predictable cash for decades. Again, the crowd will notice late, you will not. At this point, some viewers say, "I'm not a tech genius. Isn't this risky?" Yes, any venture has risk, but doing nothing holds a darker risk, falling behind forever. Wealth gaps widen fastest during revolutions. When railroads spread, landowners near the tracks grew rich. When oil replaced coal, early drillers minted fortunes. When the internet connected us, coders became billionaires overnight. The same movie is playing, only the actors changed. So how can a normal person claim a role? Start with a rule so easy a child can copy it, and the next ones will be even easier, especially the third one. Rule 1. Follow the money flow, not the headlines. By the time a talking head praises a stock, smart money is selling to the public. Study where capital is quietly piling up, chip plants under construction, long power deals being signed, small cooling startups receiving strategic cash. These are the footprints before the parade. Rule 2. Decide whether you are passive or active. Passive investors load up on broad, low-fee funds that include the whole stack: software, chips, power, property. They ride the wave without steering. They spend their time living life, not staring at ticker tape. Active investors pick single businesses after homework. Active players, on the other hand, trade time for the chance to bend outcomes in their favour by acting first and bigger profits. This demands reading filings, tracking patents, and judging leaders. More work, more reward, more pain. Choose knowingly. And an exception to this rule is in my free Telegram community with the link in the description, where you don't need to work harder to get results, because I'll give you my step-by-step strategy. It's no coincidence that I'm called a money strategist. Rule 3. Never bet the grocery money. Back in the dot-com bubble, some people mortgaged homes to buy silly stocks and lost everything. A smart investor treats new tech like seasoning, not the main course. Allocate only what you can watch swing wildly, maybe 10% of your portfolio. If it triples, great. If it halves, dinner is still on the table. Let me give you examples you can feel. A teacher in 1997 bought one obscure search engine stock because she believed the web would need maps. She held through crashes and turned a $500 gamble into retirement freedom. In 2012, a mechanic purchased shares of a chip maker nobody discussed outside engineering forums. He simply noticed every smartphone teardown revealed the same logo. Today, his dividends alone outpace his old salary. Neither person wrote code, they just asked, what does every tool or user need and who supplies it? You can do the same with AI. Ask, what must every future app or robot consume? The answers circle back to processing power, data storage, cooling, energy, and secure networks. The companies that provide these basics grab a toll on every transaction, just like card networks take a slice of every swipe. Now let us zoom out. Governments know AI decides economic power, so they subsidize chip factories, restrict exports, and hoard rare minerals. This creates regional winners. A small nation with cheap hydropower may market itself as the perfect spot for data centers. Early landholders there could see property values skyrocket. Watch permits, not press conferences. Some of you might think this sounds big, but big things move slow. I can wait. That is the comfort trap. Remember, kids born after dial-up cannot imagine life before smartphones. Change feels slow, and then appears sudden. Chatbots wrote poetry last year. Today they generate videos. Next year they may run entire storefronts. Waiting for clarity is like waiting for the tide to stop. Here is a quick action map. First, open a basic brokerage account if you do not have one. Second, set up automatic transfers each payday. Third, choose your style, index fund or focused basket, covering the onion layers. Fourth, spend 1 hour a week reading real sources about chips, power grids, and data infrastructure. That single habit lights a candle while others wander in the dark. Still skeptical? Walk around any city block, count how many help wanted signs hang in windows. Employers cannot find enough workers. Automation is the answer. The businesses that install AI tools early will crush costs and absorb rivals, just like supermarkets with barcode scanners beat those without. By aligning your money with coming winners, you hitch your wagon to an engine that never sleeps. Here is a child-level image. Picture 2 lemonade stands. Both sell the same drink. One uses a smart helper that predicts when cyclists will pass and mixes extra pitchers 5 minutes beforehand. The other guesses and often runs out or tosses leftovers. Which earns more? Which attracts investors? Scale that to factories, hospitals, and law offices, and you understand why capital is racing toward AI. You are probably feeling a mix of excitement and fear right now. Good. That energy means you are awake. Use it. Keep refining your plan, keep emotions calm, and remember the golden rule of wealth. Simple actions done consistently beat genius ideas never started. At the end, the window is open today, but not forever. In a few years, the tools, the assets, and the cheap entry points will belong to someone else. Maybe to the person sitting beside you, maybe to a stranger across the ocean. The only question is whether they will also belong to you. Take the first step before bedtime, and the first step you could make right now is to like this video. So many more people that are interested on how to seize this opportunity will discover this channel, then join my free Telegram community as soon as possible because the slots are very limited. Here I'll explain step by step how to start a successful YouTube business without putting your face on the line. I'll give you my strategies on how I make all my channels explode, and to prove to you that it really works, just look at this channel, which is the most obvious proof. If you found value in this video, smash the subscribe button and let me know if you already knew this strategy, and I'll see you soon in the Telegram community. I'll wait for you.